Hello and welcome to Wanna Sumo. We are the Sumo Bros. Connor Smith, what's going on, brother?
What's up?
Well, nothing much. I am your co-host, Corey, on the call here. Here to preview the Haru Basho coming up on March 8th, you said? Or March 2nd?
The 8th to the 22nd.
8th to the 22nd. So, going to look at the storylines coming out of the Hatsu Basho. Connor, where do you want to start with this?
Do you want to start from the bottom or the top?
Let's start from the bottom.
Not much from the bottom. There's, not very much going on down there. Just a bunch of young guys beating the shit out of each other.
Well, what happens?
The guy that won Jonakuchi last show, Asi Fuji, is now up to Jonidan 8, which is kind of a huge jump.
Absolutely.
But, Kosiryu, who won Jonidan, is up to Sendame 3, so he jumped from Jonidan 3 up. So again, another huge jump. It just seems like they're just, leapfrog if you win.
Yeah.
Hanano Fuji, who won Sendame 23, he's up to Makushita 15, and Nobuharu, who won Makushita at Makushita 54, is up to Makushita 6. Nabatame is up to Sandame 3. He returned last Basho after, I think he missed 3 in Megashira.
I think so.
And then the only person I forgot to check is Enho. Because Enho lost last time. So he is Makushita 4. So as long as he has Kachikoshi this time, he should. Don't they have to be 7-0 to be promoted? Or 6-1?
That's a good question. I'm not 100% sure.
I think so. It's just because he was only number 11 on the east side last time. So if he does 6-1 or 5-2, I think it is, he should go up to Juryo.
I mean, he's been out of the top division for so long. It's been a few years at least.
Let's see here. Yeah, his last Basho. Wow. Since 2020 in Megashira. But then he went down to Juryo, then he got hurt. But I believe if he is promoted, he'll hit the X amount that he needs in the Sekatory divisions to be able to be an elder.
Okay. It's funny because he was one of those guys that when he was in the top division, you'd always wait to see his matches because very small guy, but he was like a rubber band. He bends, but he doesn't break. But rubber band it ages every once in a while, and it does break. And that injury really was a setback for him. Not a lot of people.
It was neck fusion surgery, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Not a lot of people will come back from an injury like that, But hopefully he will make it back to the top division.
Yeah, it seems that, I don't know, it seems like they're moving quick. Maybe I just focus on it more now that I watched out Nishiki from Makushita up. But, some of these guys just jump crazily. Look at Yoshino Fuji. It didn't take him very long to be what is he now, Juryo 2?
Yeah. An old saying that I heard years ago is the happiest moment for a sumo wrestler is when they reach Juryo. Because a lot of people don't understand this. You start earning a salary at Juryo. Before that, you don't.
Yeah, not even a year ago, Yoshino Fuji was... Oh, sorry, I thought you froze. Yoshino Fuji was in Juryo. And then, if for anybody that didn't know, he was Kusano, and then changed his name. But, geez, he beat both Yokozunas last time, didn't he?
He did.
And he was given the Outstanding Performance Award. So, and before that, got the Technique Prize in November. So, I don't know. He's definitely one of the ones to watch. He retained the same rank as last time. I find it weird he didn't move up.
Yeah.
But I guess
didn't he have? Did he have a Kachikoshi or a Makikoshi?
Good question.
Because I feel like he might have gotten a 7 and 8.
It was 8 and 7.
8 and 7. Okay, it's good. It's a Kachikoshi, and you beat the Yokozunas and all that, but it's still not like, it depends on that last win there. If you win, you get a winning record. If you lose, you get a losing record.
I see what it is. Wakamoto Haru was the Komusubi. But Oho only went 4 and 11. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
But now he's Megashira 3, so who went up to Komusubi? I gotta check the Komusuke. This is the funnest part. All the questions when we start talking, and then it was like, oh, right, yes, I forgot to check that.
Yeah.
We're not unprepared, we're just having fun.
Exactly, we're just...
Atami Fuji got promoted to Komusubi.
Okay. He had a pretty good record, right?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Is it 10 and 5?
Where's he at? 12 and 3.
12 and 3, it's even better. Out of Juryo, is there any names that stand out that could make that jump?
So, this is interesting. Waka No Show won the Juryo division last time at Juryo 11. So he wasn't promoted because he wasn't in the top 10.
Yeah.
It's either the top 10 or the top 5. I can't remember. But he's up to Juryo 3. So if he's wins again, he would come up. Ryuden will be going down to Juryo.
Oh, okay.
As will Tomokaze.
I'm not surprised there.
Fuji Sayun and Fujiroga move up, which is exciting. The only one that didn't move up, but he is now up to Juryo 11, is Kazuma. So hopefully he can be part of... He can join everybody in the top division soon.
Yeah.
I don't know when Mita is coming back, though. Didn't he break his leg last year?
I think so. He was the one... I believe you were talking to me about this one. He was like, if he didn't break his leg, I don't know what happened, because the leg isn't supposed to bend that way. Like, it was a pretty gruesome injury.
Maybe it wasn't him, because he wasn't in the top division. He was only in Juryo. I don't remember.
The Rikishi that broke his leg, this was in the top division. I remember that, because I remember watching it. And, I try to catch Juryo as much as I can, but with the time of day, sometimes you can't sit at your computer all day.
Yeah, I don't remember who it is. I don't remember, but I do remember when he went down. It looked like he broke his leg.
Yeah, it was.
I gotta start taking notes when I watch live, I guess.
Yeah.
But Fuji Sayun and Fujiroga, that's a pretty... I believe they're in the same stable.
Yeah, so they could not face each other. Unless it would be a playoff.
Fujiroga was named Goshima before. That makes more sense. This is his debut. He'll be East Megashira 17.
Megashira 17, is that something new? Because I feel like when I started watching, there was no Megashira 17. I remember 15. I remember it was 15
I think
East,
it kind of
15 West.
depends. It seems to kind of depend on, how many Komusubi or Sekiwake or Ozeki there are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because right now, there's only 2 of each.
Yeah.
And then
Ozekis, we still have... Is it just 1 or do we have 2? 2, right?
2. Kodozakura and Aonishiki.
Okay, yeah.
But we will only have 1 after this tournament.
Oh, you think... Let's get into the top division real quick.
I should say, Fuji Sayun will be West Megashira 13. So he came up a little bit.
Extra.
Do we want to go through the Bonzuke from top to bottom and then start to talk about it?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, do you want to start with East or West? What I'll do is I'll say the number, then I'll say who it is on the East and West. That way I only have to go once.
There you go.
So, Megashira 17 on the East, Fujiroga, Koto Aiho on the West, and then Asa Hakuryu and Kinbozan are 16, Midori Fuji and Midakumi are 15. Chiyo Shoma and Nishikiki Fuji are 14. Becoming a big Chiyo Shoma guy.
Yeah.
I don't know why. 13, we've got Tobizaru and Fuji Sayun. 12, we have Asa Koryu and Asano Yama. Asa Koryu looked pretty good last Basho.
Oh, yeah.
Shishi up to 11.
There you go, one of my guys.
With Oshomi. Let's see here. Gonoyama and Roga at 10. Toki Ayate and Tamawashi at 9. Ura and Shodai at 8. Oshoma and Hakuno Fuji at 7. Ichi Yamamoto and Onokatsu at 6. Abi and Koto Shoho at 5. Daisho and Takanosho at 4. Hiradumi and Oho at 3. Fuji no Kawa and Churanumi at 2. Waka Takatage and Yoshino Fuji at 1. And then the Komusubi rank, Wakamoto Haru and Atami Fuji. Sekawake, Kirishima, and Takayasu. Ozeki, Aonishiki, and Kotozakura. And Yokozuna's Hoshoryu and Onosato. Atami Fuji. He went from Mega Sheriff 4 to Komusubi. That's quite a jump.
Yeah. It's a big jump, but
he was
well earned.
Was he in the playoff? I don't remember.
I think he was.
Let's see. I think so.
I think he was, though.
Yes. Atami Fuji finished with a 12-3 record, but lost in the playoff to Ozeki Aonishiki.
There you go.
So, I mean, he's in a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
You know, if he... It's hard to say. I can't imagine Takayasu is going to let up. He seems like he's going to be a forever Sekawake, but hard to say. He only was 8-7. Kirishima could slip.
I mean, one of the guys that I feel like he's reached his ceiling is Kotozakura. I think he's a forever Ozeki. I don't think he gets the white rope as a Yokozuna. I just feel like he's one of those guys where he's taken the spot of Takakeisho, where Takakeisho was the forever Ozeki. My question for the Yokozunas, though, can they be healthy? Because if you're Aonishiki, you're like, I hope you're not. Because we're going to get a third Yokozuna. Because I think if Onosato is healthy and ready to go, I think that's the best chance at stopping Aonishiki.
Yeah. The question is, I guess, with Aonishiki as a foreigner,
yeah,
if he loses the final, let's say he makes it to the final, will they allow 15, it?
Let's just say it's 15. It's 14-0 going into the last day with him and Onosato. Let's say, and Onosato, beats him. Well, it's a 14-1. You gotta give it to him.
Yeah.
I think
by in a way it depends on how good Hoshoryu looks too.
Here's my thing, though. I think by the end of the year we end with 2 Yokozunas, but I do think that Aonishiki is one of those Yokozunas. I think Hoshoryu, he's not looked good as a Yokozuna. He hasn't. I think he lucked into it, which I feel like a lot of Yokozunas luck into it. You look at a lot of
he hasn't looked completely terrible.
No, but he's not dominant.
12-3.
There's a measuring stick now made by Hakuho, and every Yokozuna now has to live up to that. And most Yokozunas really will never even touch half of what Hakuho did. I think the closest right now is Onosato. A healthy Onosato for an entire year could win 6 U shows in a row. He's up there with I feel like Hakuho is on a level all on his own, but Chiyo no Fuji, I feel like Ono Sato could be in that category. Someone that's very dominant, clearly the ace of his generation, but, Hakuho is still the best of all
It's
time.
tough. It would be nice to have three, just to see them, absolutely decimate each other.
Here's my worry. I 100% believe that Hoshoryu is done this year. I feel like it takes so much out of you, especially if you've already had a long career, to make it to Yokozuna. My worry is that Aonishiki doesn't get it, and we end up this year with only one.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Koto Sakura could start to come in clutch. We could end up with four.
I don't see it. I don't see Koto Sakura getting that.
Koto Sakura just does not perform at the moments that he needs to.
He's inconsistent, just like Takakeisho.
I wouldn't say he's inconsistent. He consistently fucks up. So I wouldn't say he's inconsistent. He just isn't what he needs to be. Like, I mean, he's been, 8 and 7, 8 and 7, 8 and 7.
He's consistent enough to keep his rank, but he'll, like, I think Takakeisho, his, like, best was, like, 13 and 2. Like, 12 and 3, something like that. That was his ceiling. Like, you're always guaranteed at least 2 or 3 losses a Basho. Whereas Ono Sato, I could see him going 15 and 0. I think he's good enough for that.
With him, it's just a matter of staying healthy.
But like with Koto Sakura, I can't see this guy going 13 and 2 or 14 and 1. Like that, you're gonna lose a couple. Like it's like some of these Rikishis have like a tell. They have like a weak spot that people like really understand, and I feel like with him, they figured it out. It's kind of like Hoshoryu. Hoshoryu can be really good until he's not, and it's as simple as that. At the end of the day, Hoshoryu was the 74th Yokozuna. Yeah, you're a legend now. You can retire tomorrow, and you'll be treated like a god for the rest of your life. It's as simple as that.
For anybody unfamiliar, Hoshoryu did win the Fuji TV annual Basho.
You got the big soy sauce bottle, right?
No, that was in England.
That was in England.
I remember a couple weeks ago I sent you that. It was like a Russian video. It was that montage of the Fuji TV. They do the annual Basho. I mean, some people say, they don't go as hard as they usually do. Some of those matches looked like they were in it. But he beat Abi in that.
Good.
I like that stuff. I wish they did that every month. It would be cool when they're not doing.
I mean, sometimes for those ones, I feel like they won't go as hard because the ultimate prize is the Emperor's Cup.
Right.
The bi-monthly tournament. That's what it is.
As much as they phoned in England. That was. But I like those. Like I wish they broadcasted when they go on the road on the months that they're not doing the Bashos.
Yeah.
I wish that we could watch those tours. But yeah, like that Fuji TV tournament, 1-day tournament, everybody was in it. It was single knockout. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
There could be a lot of surprises this Basho. There could be no surprises at all.
I mean, the most
Basho was full of surprises.
The most likely outcome is Ono Sato taking it. Yeah. Like, if he's healthy, and that's an if he's healthy. His shoulder, like, really, really gave him some troubles. And like, there were some, like, here's the thing about Ono Sato that should scare everybody. He won a lot of matches with one arm.
Yeah.
Like, where he's, like, going in with his right, keeping his left out of play, and just overpowering them. Ono Sato with 2 arms is a scary thing.
I'm interested to see how Yoshino Fuji does as well. Because, I mean, he had 8 and 7, but he started to lose towards the end. I mean, there's guys like him, Fujiroga, There's too many F's now. I gotta not Fujiroka. My goodness, I can't think of the guy's name. I have to look it up. See, there's gonna be too many F's, and now I'm gonna start to get confused here.
Yeah. Let's pick our favorite to win. Let's pick our favorite to win, and our long shot. Like someone that's it's possible, but most likely don't. Do you want to start?
For favorite, Aonishiki. And it might sound like a bandwagon pick, but for anybody that hasn't watched or listened recently, I've watched Aonishiki since I started watching Sumo. So, big into Aonishiki. So he would be my favorite to win it all. I don't really know if Yoshino Fuji counts as a long shot. Because he beat both Yokozunas last time. I would like to see Yoshino Fuji win. I would say long shot. I think it would be cool to see Chiyono Fuji. Chiyoshoma, sorry. Chiyoshoma.
My prediction to win is Onosato. I think him healthy takes it. Like he nearly got it with one arm. Him with both arms perfectly fine. I find it hard for him to lose. Long shot, I don't know why this one's coming to my mind. If this happens, I'll be mad. Every few Bashos, we get this old-timer or oldish timer that just decides, yep, this one's mine. And I feel like Abi is going to have a hell of a Basho and could Henka his way to another Emperor's Cup.
Hate Abi?
I hate Abi. I hate Abi so much. I hate Abi and like Chiyoshoma. Chiyoshoma is someone that I don't like. The Henka. I hate the Henka.
I would like to see Hoshoryu win so that people stop talking about him. He seems like... You see him in all these press conferences and everything, and he looks like he's just happy to be there, happy to compete no matter what. I will say the thing about him, unless he's seriously injured, he does not pull out.
No.
Like, it's not like a Terano Fuji thing where it's, I don't feel good, I don't want to wrestle today. Yeah. But Hoshoryu, like that gash in his head.
That was gnarly. That was gnarly.
And I think, I know it's like you said, like they phone it in, but the one-day Basho that they did, like I think it showed a little bit that he's still in it. Like he's not completely out. He's still there. I'd like to see Aonosato say be 12-3, 13-2, and have Hoshoryu and Aonishiki meet in the final.
Yeah. My prediction, like my honest to God prediction is it's going to come down to the wire. I think Aonishiki and Onosato maybe have a playoff. Like we've been seeing a lot of those lately because it's just gotten that competitive. I think it's between these two. I think Hoshoryu maybe goes 11 or 12 wins. I think Aonishiki 13-14 wins, and same with Onosato. I don't think we get a perfect record this Basho. My favorite guys like Ura and Shishi. I see the decline of Ura. I think by this summer, I think Ura's in Juryo. I think Shishi may be higher up Magashira, but I don't see him like becoming a Komosubi or anything this year.
I think I have my final thought on what I would like to see. It's been a while since we've seen a 3-man playoff.
They're rare. The last one was it the Takakeisho Abi Takayasu?
No, I think the last 3-way playoff, I think, was when Hoshoryu got promoted to Yokozuna.
That's right. You're right there. You're right.
So, with that following, I think the ultimate test for Aonishiki would be a 3-man playoff between him, Hoshoryu, and Onosato.
I don't see Hoshoryu getting there. I
don't know. Ideally for me, I would like to see, and I don't know why all of a sudden I'm like Hoshoryu. I think it's because I've been watching a lot of Hoshoryu matches, and I've been getting a lot of cool Hoshoryu sumo cards. But
that's right. You got your sumo cards.
I did. I would like to see. You know what? A change of my favorite to win. My favorite to win, Hoshoryu. I'd like to see him beat Aonishiki, but also see Aonishiki get promoted to Yokozuna. That would give me like a fairy tale happy ending.
Yeah, it's a wishful thinking. I don't think that one happens, especially if Ono Sato is healthy. I think he
I don't know if Ono
is the
Sato
final
is
boss.
healthy.
That's the thing, though. If he's not healthy, you got a great chance. Do I think that predicament happens? No. I think... I just feel like Hoshoryu peaked already.
Well, I don't really think Hoshoryu was supposed to be Yokozuna.
I agree.
He just kept winning.
It's one of those things where, as my favorite back in the day was Takakeisho, and they never promoted him, even though they could have, but they decided not to, and then they decide to promote Hoshoryu. Kind of annoyed me. I understood though. I think he won with a 13 and 2 or something like that, which is pretty high, but at the same time it's like not a dominating performance, but there was these extra matches in the playoffs.
I guess the other question, and I never thought of this until right now, would they have two foreigner Yokozunas at the same time?
I mean, it's happened before.
Do you think it would be harder for Aonishiki to get promoted knowing that there would be two of them?
I don't know. I mean, this sort of racism in Japan for foreigners, it's the norm there. Right. But at the same time, it's like the sport's been dominated by Mongolian rikishis for the better part of 20 years. The last really successful Japanese-born Yokozuna would have been who? Would have been in the 90s probably.
Let's see. The last Japanese Yokozuna would have been
successful.
Successful? I don't know. I didn't start watching until 2024.
Well, check
Hisano Sato?
Yeah, but he wasn't successful.
Wakano Hana.
Wakano Hana, yeah.
Wakano Hana and Takano Hana.
Yeah, Wakano Hana, I think. Which one was he had like 20 Yushos. So, Takano Hana?
Oh, I didn't know they were brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, and their grandfather was, I believe, a Rikishi, and I believe their father was a Rikishi too. So one took their grandfather's name and one took their father's name.
Okay. Jesus, crazy that they're only in their 50s now.
So is it Wakano Hana that feuded with Akebono?
The son of a pilot there. Takano Hana's rise. Oh no, it was Takano Hana.
Takano Hana, he had like 22 Yushos.
Yeah, he feuded with Akebono.
So
22 Makushi.
Yeah. So I feel like he was the last real successful Japanese-born Rikishi that became a Yokozuna. Before that, you'd have to go to Chiyono Fuji in the 80s and very early 90s. I think that the fact that Hakuho and all these other Mongolian Rikishis made it so easy, maybe it won't be that difficult for Aonishiki. I don't know. But Aonishiki isn't Mongolian either. He's not Japanese. So it might be difficult. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know. I think it's going to be a good Basho.
I think so too.
I think we should definitely do like a 1 week check-in.
Yeah, we can definitely do that
if we can fit that in with all the hockey going on
in the schedule.
In the schedule.
So we might be back after the first week. This is coming out the week of. So let me check. We're recording this in late February. So this is going to come out on Monday, February, March 2nd.
Okay.
So the week before, or the week of, no, the week before the Basho starts. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Who do you think is winning the Haru Basho? Till then, we will see you next time. Connor, thank you for being here.
No problem, man.
All right, take care, everybody.